Are you ready to raise your pulse?
'Cause we start right now!
Can you feel the cold weather of the winter season? That means finals are coming up. Have you studied, Alvin?
No, I completely forgot. It's okay, I still have 2 weeks left to prepare.
Speaking of forgetting, do you know what we forgot last week?
What, did we make an oopsie?
We forgot to double check our script for announcement errors. First of all, the marching band placed 13th in state competition. Congratulations to marching band.
Oh yeah, and in the cardboard boat race, the team that placed third was Shea Perez Solarte and Baja Joniso with their boat, USS Batmarine.
Are you wanting to get an announcement on the Pulse?
If you are, this is how.
Contact our staff team at these emails by the end of the day on Wednesday, a week before the announcement would air.
If your announcements are time sensitive, it is imperative that you get them to us before the weekly deadline.
Once you reach out, we will get back to you to discuss details.
Thanks, Panthers.
JROTC has a blood drive coming up in December. It will be on December 13th from 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
It's located in North Commons at Coconino High School. If you are 16 to 17, get a minor donor permit from the front office. You must be at least 16 years of age to donate.
They also are participating in the Northern Lights Parade on the 9th, so feel free to show up and show some support.
We'll see you again next week to remind you about the blood drive.
I'm Alicia Vaughn. I'm a geologist on the Mars rover mission with the Perseverance rover.
Why did you choose your career?
Well, as a geologist, I actually didn't think I wanted to do that growing up. I wasn't really interested in science, but I needed to take a science class in college, and I took geology because I thought it would be easy. And then I loved it. We went on these great field trips. It just made sense to me, and I, had great teachers, so I was like, wow, I think I really like this. So then I ended up switching my major to geology.
What do you like about your career?
Working on the Mars rover mission, I get to be one of the first people to look at the new images that come down every day, the data that comes from the rover. I try not to take that for granted. We're looking at something new every day as the rover is exploring Mars, and to get to look at that data is awesome. And also, I'll say the teamwork. I'm surrounded by just kind of brilliant people who inspire me to do my best every day too. So.
What was high school like for you?
Not great. High school wasn't good for me. I actually didn't finish high school. I dropped out in my junior year and had to get my life together. I was kind of a wild child and a lot of trouble, actually. And so I actually ended up getting my GED. So I can't really relate my high school experience to what I do now, but I was able to get my GED and go to community college where I had amazing teachers. That's where I fell in love with geology. I had pride in myself as a student when I was younger and knew I was capable. So after I got my GED, it was like, well, I could just keep on waiting tables, but luckily I could get into community college, and I'll say that was a hard road for me because I didn't finish high school. I had to take so many classes, some that I didn't even get credit for, just to prove, that I could hang and do the math. And so it was a long journey. Anybody who works at NASA was like the most brilliant nerd, in their high school that took all the hardest classes and everything, but that's not always the case.
Seniors, it's time to turn in your senior pictures.
The last day to submit them is Wednesday, December 6th.
Upload them to the link on the screen before then to get your picture in the yearbook.
March 23rd is just around the corner, and there's an incredible event for high schoolers happening at the University of Arizona in Tucson, the Arizona Model United Nations.
Model United Nations? What's that?
Great question! It's a simulation of the United Nations where students like you get to step into the shoes of diplomats, representing different countries and discussing global issues. The best part? It's bilingual. You can participate in either English or Spanish.
That sounds interesting, but why should I participate?
Well, participating in Model United Nations is not just about debating. It's a chance to develop your public speaking, negotiation, and critical thinking skills. Plus, it's a fantastic opportunity to meet students from other schools and broaden your perspective on global affairs.
Well, how do I sign up?
I'm glad you asked. If you're ready to embrace the challenge, go to the info meeting next Friday, December 8th in room 109. Let's represent CHS for the first time at the Arizona Model United Nations. Registration closes on December 15th. Trust me, it's an experience you don't want to miss.
The Coconuts are running their 16th annual High Altitude Robotics Extravaganza here at Coconino on Saturday, December 9th. Almost 50 robotics teams from all over the state will be here, including several from Flagstaff. The robotics competition is free and open to the public, so please feel free to come by the school and cheer on the teams.
The Mr. Coconino pageant is an annual competition in which we name our Mr. Coconino. There are many hilarious and impressive talents, and with all the dancing, singing, storytelling, and fruit selling, our new Mr. Coconino was crowned. But first, our People's Choice Award. Through a vote taken during intermission was Logan Whitinger. The runner-up was Leprechaun Carter McKay, and the Mr. Coconino is now Micah Runn.
Hi, I'm Ava Rios. I'm the president of Coconino's Theater Club, and I'm here to let you know that auditions for our first ever cabaret are December 11th in the main auditorium at 3 p.m. Come prepared with up to 90 seconds of a song or monologue to audition with. See you all there.
Have you gone ice skating recently? Because now would be a perfect time. You know, with all the ice.
No, I haven't, but you know what I have been doing recently? Watching hockey. Speaking of which, let's go over to Chris and Wesley with sports.
All right, Wesley, who's better this season, Steph Curry or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I'm gonna have to go with Kevin Durant, the Phoenix Suns.
That was not even an option.
Oh, wait, no, Devin Booker.
Okay,
Devin Booker.
Do you even pay attention to any other sports teams besides Arizona sports?
I do. I pay attention to...
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's up, Panthers? I'm Chris.
I'm still thinking. Hold up.
And he's Wesley. And this is Panther Sports. Welcome back, everyone. It's episode 14 of Panther Sports, and we've got a lot to talk about.
That's right.
We got some results, so let's get into those.
I'll start with wrestling. Wrestling had 3 matches last Wednesday, and they won them all. Good job to wrestling for going 3-0. Now for girls basketball.
Girls basketball had 2 games this past week. Freshmen went 2-0, JV went 1-1, and varsity also went 2-0. Good job to girls basketball for winning their games. Now for boys basketball.
Boys basketball played 2 games this past week. Freshmen and varsity both went 1-1, and JV went 0-2. Now, that is already it for results, so let's go to upcoming games.
Wrestling has a match here today against Coolidge, Poston Butte, and Snowflake at 4 p.m. Then starting on Friday, varsity wrestling has a tournament at the Witt Duels Invite at Sholo High School at 9 a.m. against Winslow. Good luck to wrestling. Now for hockey.
The D1 Avalanche hockey team has 2 matchups this Sunday. The first is against Notre Dame Prep at the Peoria Ice Rink in the North Rink at 1:30 p.m. The second game is against Desert Vista at the Coyotes Rink in Scottsdale at 6:30 p.m. Good luck to hockey. Now for girls soccer.
Girls soccer has 2 matches this week. The first is today here against Shadow Mountain with JV at 1 and varsity at 3. The other matchup is on Tuesday against Cortez at their high school with JV at 4 and varsity at 6. Good luck to girls soccer. Now for boys soccer.
Boys soccer also has 2 matches this week. The first match is today at Shadow Mountain High School to take on the Matadors with JV at 4 and varsity at 6. The second is a home game on Tuesday against Cortez with JV at 1 and varsity at 3. Good luck to boys soccer. Now for girls basketball.
Girls basketball has 3 games this week. The first is today at Peoria High School with freshmen at 4, JV at 5:30, and varsity at 7. Then on Tuesday, it is a home game against Paradise Honors with start times for JV at 5:30 and varsity at 7. Varsity also has the Pepsi Holiday Tournament starting tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. at Flag High. Good luck to girls basketball. Now for boys basketball.
Boys basketball has 2 games this week. The first is tomorrow against Bradshaw Mountain at Coconino High School. The second is against Paradise Honors at their gym on Tuesday. Start times for these games are freshmen at 4, JV at 5:30, and varsity at 7. Good luck to boys basketball.
That is it for this week, Panthers.
All right, see you guys soon.
Back to the main HQ.
That's all we have for this week.
Be sure to stay warm in this frosty weather. We'll see you soon.
Remember, face your fears, Panthers. Roar!
good, Mr. Stark. Mr. Stark, I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
The first match is today at Shadow Mountain High School to take on the Matadors.
You said Matador.
Because it's been It's Matador. It's Matador, right?
No.
Remember?
Matador.
Tall Tales with Mater and Cars.
That's Mater.
Oh, wait, really?
Mater's character's name. It's a matador, but it's
A matador.
Matador because he's Mater.
No.
What?
Really?
Wesley, it's Matador.
I thought it was Matador this whole time.
Do you want free pizza?
Cut.